Hello, aviation enthusiasts and military buffs. Welcome to an awe-inspiring journey through the skies as we explore the top 10 most widely used fighter jets in 2025. These magnificent machines are the backbone of modern air forces, combining cutting-edge technology with unparalleled agility and power. In 2025, thousands of fighter jets, from modern fifth-generation models like the F-35 to vintage aircraft from the 1970s like the Sukhoi Su-24, will be on active duty in air forces around the world. Using Cirium's Fleet Analyzer, the 2025 World Air Forces Directory has tracked 14,147 active combat aircraft worldwide. The directory provides us with a solid picture of the most popular fighter jet models, albeit there might be some differences in the precise numbers because the data was pulled in October 2024. With more than 2,000 aircraft in current service, the F-16 Fighting Falcon is expected to be the most popular fighter jet in 2025. Hundreds of other models, however, are flown. Come along as we rank the top 10 widely used fighter jets in the world in 2025. But before we proceed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video to get fresh updates from Defense Forces Insight. Thanks. Let's start from the least of the most. Number 10, the Dassault Mirage 2000. There are 331 still in service. In March 1978, almost 45 years ago, the Mirage 2000 made its first flight. The Mirage 2000 is a French single-engine, multi-role fighter jet that was designed by Dassault Aviation. It joined the French Air Force in 1984 and soon rose to prominence in several countries' air forces. The 1991 Gulf War, the 1999 Cargill War between India and Pakistan, and NATO's 1999 intervention in Kosovo are just a few of the major battles in which the Mirage 2000 has fought. It has demonstrated its adaptability in air superiority and precision strike missions by taking part in operations in Afghanistan, Libya, and Syria. Approximately 331 Mirage 2000 aircraft are still in operation globally as of right now. Over 87 of these aircraft are still in service with France, the original operator. However, the Dassault Rafale is rapidly replacing them. Other significant operators are Taiwan, the United Arab Emirates, and India, each of which runs about 44 aircraft in various configurations. The Dassault Mirage 2000 was one of the first fighter jets to use a fly-by-wire flight control system, giving it exceptional agility and stability. Known for its iconic delta wing design, it has served in numerous air forces worldwide and remains a symbol of French engineering excellence in military aviation. For number 9, we have Russia's Sukhoi Su-24, number in service 399. The Su-24, which was created in the 1960s and made its first flight in 1967, is known by its NATO reporting name, Fencer. Between 1967 and 1993, some 1,400 were made, and Syria, Ukraine, Algeria, and a number of other air forces are still using them. The largest fleet, of course, is in Russia. The Russian Navy possesses 36 Su-24s and the Russian Air Force has 260, for a total fleet size of 296. At least 39 of the kind are believed to have been destroyed in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, with 14 coming from Russia and 25 from Ukraine. A unique feature of the supersonic fighter jet Su-24 is the crew's peculiar side-by-side sitting arrangement. Like the F-14 Tomcat, it has twin afterburning engines and variable sweep wings for effective takeoff and flight. It has a single fast-firing GSH-623 cannon that can fire 500 rounds of ammunition. For self-defense, it often carries 2 or 4 R-60 infrared missiles. The Fencer was the Soviet Union's first all-weather, low-level strike aircraft equipped with a terrain-following radar. This capability allowed it to fly at extremely low altitudes to evade enemy radar and strike deep into heavily defended territories. making it a key asset during the Cold War. Number 8. Eurofighter Typhoon, number in service 533. With twin engines and a delta wing, the Eurofighter Typhoon is a capable multi-role fighter. This contemporary fly-by-wire aircraft, which is produced by a partnership between Airbus, BAE Systems, and Leonardo, has a glass cockpit and two Eurojet EJ200 engines that can each provide up to 60 kN of dry thrust and more than 90 kN with afterburners. European nations with sizable Typhoon fleets include Austria, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Nonetheless, the kind has also been exported and is currently in use in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, and Qatar. The Typhoon is still in production, in contrast to a number of the aircraft on this list. Airbus reports that 603 of the 680 orders have already been delivered. This fighter jet is ranked 8th out of 533 in active service, according to the 2025 World Air Forces Directory. The Eurofighter Typhoon is designed with a quadruplex digital fly-by-wire system, making it one of the most agile jets in the world. Its unmatched maneuverability allows it to perform extreme combat maneuvers, giving pilots a significant edge in both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. In number 7, it's China's Chengdu J7 in service 650. Over 2,400 J7s were produced between 1965 and 2013, a span of nearly 50 years. With 387 aircraft now in service, 30 with the naval forces and 3 dozen serving as trainers, the People's Liberation Army Air Force (PLAF), which was built in China, still possesses a majority of the operational fleet. Several African armies, as well as those from Bangladesh, Iran, Myanmar, North Korea, and Pakistan, are using the export version, also referred to as the F7. But many of the jets are being phased out, with Pakistan deactivating about 40 and North Korea cutting 90 of its J7 fleet by 2024. Is the J7 familiar to you? There's a valid explanation for that. China received a great deal of technological information and intelligence from the Soviet Union in the 1950s and early 1960s. This is seen in the Shenyang J6, which was developed based on the MiG-19. As ties between the two nations soured and the J7 project came to a standstill, the Chinese started re-engineering the much more potent J7. Russia unexpectedly offered the technology transfer once more in 1962, purportedly delivering entire aircraft, documentation, and other parts to the Shenyang aircraft factory. The aircraft had to be reverse engineered by the Chinese designers, though, because the required documentation was inadequate. Despite certain variations, the J7 and MiG-21 ended up looking surprisingly identical. The cockpit has been modified, and the internal fuel arrangements and hydraulic systems are specifically altered. However, the MiG still has a lot of similarities to this Chinese fighter in terms of appearance and performance. We have number 6, F35 Lightning II. There are 712 in service. The F-35, the only fifth-generation fighter jet on this list, was designed to replace the F-16 and F-18 in several U.S. military branches. It is also a successful export, serving air forces in South Korea, Japan, Australia, Italy, the United Kingdom, and other NATO countries. Among other countries, Canada, Singapore, Germany, and Switzerland are scheduled to receive deliveries in the future. The 1,000th aircraft was delivered in July 2024, according to Air and Space Forces. Lockheed is working on clearing a backlog of aircraft, which could take 12 to 18 months to complete. The F-35 Lightning II is the only fighter jet in the world equipped with a distributed aperture system (DS), a 360-degree real-time video feed that lets pilots see through the aircraft. This cutting-edge system enhances situational awareness, allowing pilots to detect and track threats like missiles or enemy aircraft from any direction, day or night. It's like having eyes all around the jet. Lockheed expects to deliver 90 to 100 units in 2024 and as many as 180 in 2025. As such, we could see the sixth-place aircraft rising up the ranks in the coming years. In number 5, we have Russia's MiG29 Fulcrum 788 in service. The MiG29 Fulcrum, the Soviet equivalent of the F-16, was a relatively inexpensive and small fighter jet designed to complement the heavier Su27. It was exported all over the world and is still in use in many nations that had relations to the USSR in the past. An estimated 1,600 have been put into service since they were built starting in 1981. Russia created the MiG-35, an improved variant of the jet, in the 2000s. It was unsuccessful, though, and only a little more than a dozen were produced. As a result of numerous Fulcrums being retired and others being destroyed during foreign conflicts, the global fleet of outdated MiG-29s is still decreasing. According to current estimates, the conflict in Ukraine has destroyed around 40. Major operators are India has 101, Ukraine has 45, and Uzbekistan has 38. Although Russia is by far the largest operator, North Korea claims to have 35. With 254 MiG-29s, Russia has the largest fleet in the world, with the Air Force having 236 and the Navy having 18. The MiG-29 Fulcrum was one of the first jets in the world to feature an advanced helmet-mounted display, HMD, allowing pilots to lock onto targets simply by looking at them. This gave it a significant edge in dogfights, making it a pioneer in high-tech aerial combat systems. In number 4, McDonnell Douglas, Boeing F18 Hornet, with 827 in service, both Legacy and Super Hornet. The F-18, commonly referred to as the F-18, was created as a light carrier-based fighter and attack jet for the U.S. Navy, and was later exported to Australia, Canada, Spain, and other nations for use as a standard fighter jet. The F-18E and F Super Hornet, a significantly improved version, was created in the 1990s and is still in production today. As the new variations were introduced, the U.S. Navy started to retire the outdated A, B, C, and D models. But more than half of the 1,479 Hornets that were built are still in use. Although Canada, Finland, Spain, Kuwait, and Switzerland now maintain sizable fleets, the United States still has the largest fleet. There are 416 in the U.S. Navy and 137 in the U.S. Marine Corps, for a total fleet size of 553. That amounts to 2/3 of all F-18s in service worldwide. The F-18 Super Hornet is the first carrier-based fighter jet capable of aerial refueling other aircraft using its buddy store system, turning it into a flying tanker. This unique capability significantly extends the range and operational flexibility of U.S. Navy missions. In number 3, the McDonnell Douglas, Boeing F-15 Eagle with 919 in service. The F-15 Eagle is regarded as the most successful fighter plane ever built, not merely one of the most popular. Despite never being shot down, it scored over 100 victories in air combat. Between 1972 and 1997, 1,198 of the original F-15 A, B, C, D, J, and DJ were constructed. In addition, 435 units of the F-15E Strike Eagle were produced between 1985 and 2017. Yet, the F-15 is still in production as the Boeing F-15 EX. The F-15 EX Eagle II, which has been branded as the more advanced ASA radar, IRSD, and a pause from the existing F-15 upgrade programs, while combining the benefits of the F-15 QA, such as the revised structure with a service life of 20,000 hours, new cockpit and flight controls, and the proposed Amber. It has improved weapon options, cutting-edge electronic warfare equipment, and sophisticated avionics. South Korea, Singapore, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Japan, Israel, and the United States have all ordered it. June 5, 2024, saw the delivery of the first combat-ready F-15 EX Eagle II to the 123rd Fighter Squadron Red Hawks of the 142nd Wing at Portland Air National Guard Base in Oregon. A second one followed a few weeks later. Boeing aims to increase its production from the current 1.5 aircraft per month to 2 aircraft per month by 2025. In number 2, we have the Sukhoi Su27 Family with 1,284 in service. The Soviet Union's response to the F-15, the Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker, was incredibly successful and popular. The Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker was designed to counter the F-15 Eagle and can perform the iconic Pugachev's Cobra maneuver, where the jet dramatically pitches up to a near vertical angle before leveling out. This move showcases the Su-27's exceptional aerodynamics and thrust-to-weight ratio, making it a legend in air shows and aerial combat. It gave rise to a large family. China created a number of domestic variants, including the Shenyang J11 and the J16, while Sukhoi continued to produce updated models like the Su-30, Su-34, and Su-35. 600 of the first Su-27 were built between 1982 and 2010. Up to 1,000 of its sibling aircraft, the Su-30, Su-34, and Su-35, have been built and currently in production. 1,284 of the approximately 1,600 aircraft that were constructed are still in service today. With 384 aircraft in the Air Force and 43 in the Navy, Russia boasts the largest fleet. China also has a large naval force with 319 aircraft. Kazakhstan, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Uzbekistan are among the many other countries that use the Su-27. India has the most advanced variant of Su-30, the Su-30 MKI, capable of carrying the air-launched BrahMos hypersonic cruise missile with almost 200 plus in service. India is in talks with Russia to manufacture again the Su-30 MKI. And our number 1, General Dynamics Lockheed Martin F16 Fighting Falcon, 2,084 in service. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, which was initially developed as a lighter and less expensive alternative to the F-15, has now grown to become one of the most well-known and well-liked fighter jets in the world, with over 4,600 built to date. It's remarkable that the F-16 is still in service, with more than 25 air forces worldwide 50 years after it made its first flight in 1974. In addition, the U.S. Air Force flies 708 F-16 as multi-role combat aircraft. Other countries who operate the F-16s are Egypt, Greece, Israel, Taiwan, Turkey, South Korea, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and other NATO countries. New and improved F-16s are being produced as the older models are still being decommissioned. Additionally, the number of nations placing aircraft orders continues to rise. Lockheed Martin, the company's current manufacturer, claims that its F-16 production lines have become overloaded, unable to meet demand, and forced to hold back certain long-awaited deliveries. Numerous variations of the F-16 have been created, each one being customized, frequently for particular customers. The fact that this 1970s aircraft is still in use today as the most popular fighter jet in 2025 is a testament to the frequent upgrades and developments made to its engines, radars, avionics, and other systems. The advanced variant of the F-16 today is the F-16V Viper Block 70 and 72. And there you have it, the top 10 most widely used fighter jets in 2025. Each of these incredible machines showcases the pinnacle of aerospace engineering and innovation. These jets not only serve as powerful tools of defense, but also as symbols of national pride and technological advancement. As we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, how will the evolving technology of these fighter jets influence global military strategies? What ethical considerations arise with the advancement of autonomous and AI-driven aircraft? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exciting content. If you want to watch a video informative like this, click any of the 2 videos that will appear before this video ends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.